So forms inside GoHighLevel, very basic. They're very simple. It's just that they're a form. Some people use JotForm and they connect it with Zapier to GoHighLevel. There's no need for that. The GoHighLevel forms are completely sufficient. But let's jump into it. So let's just select. Actually, we'll go ahead and add a new form in here. So let's hit Add Form in the top right. GoHighLevel provides some templates. I always just build these out from scratch. We'll hit this. And now, when we're building a new form, we'll have to drag elements. And these are just going to be your questions, right? So in the left-hand side over here, we'll hit Add Form Element. And now we can start dragging over what we want. So we want to know, let's say this is a lead opt-in form, and we want to know their first name, last name, phone, and email. Should actually, yeah. Okay. We would just drag those over, and then whatever other information we want, we can also drag over. Now, let's say we want to know something else, like their credit score. I already made it here, but we can add in custom fields by just hitting Add Custom Field, and then building this out. This is very basic. I'm not going to walk through every single one because they're pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. But for this example, let's just do a single line. Hit next. The name of the field is obviously the name. So let's type in, I don't want to do credit score because we already have that. Let's type in home value, right? Or estimated home value. Okay. I would attach these to the contact. So don't attach them to the opportunity, attach them to the contact. That way it follows them around on GoHighLevel, regardless of where they are in the pipeline, or what they're doing in the pipeline, or what pipeline they're in. Under group, so if this is contact information, you can type in, you can attach this to the contact. If it's just general information, you can attach it here. Additional info, you would select this. If you're not sure what to select, this really doesn't have any functionality. It's just more for organizational purposes. Go ahead and select additional info. Placeholder. So we'll do, let's do 300,000 to 3 million. Like that. Okay. Okay. Pre-fill value. Okay. And then this is internal. If you want to add a description, you can. This is just internal for you. Okay. And we'll go ahead and hit save. And now this custom field is going to show up on the left. Here it is, estimated home value, and we can just drag it in, and then they can fill this out. Now, what if leads are filling out these forms and they're leaving some of the information off, right? So let's say they're filling out the forms and they're not putting their phone number in, and we can't contact them at all, and we don't even want leads who don't submit their phone number. What you would do is just select the form field, hit required over here on the right, and then they will not be able to submit this form without actually filling in their phone number. And we can do that for every form. Now, two more things to finish up here. You need to add a button so they can actually submit the form, and we can do that by just dragging over a button, and then we can edit what that button looks like over here on the right. And also, I am not recommending you guys delete this and get rid of this, because technically by the rules you're supposed to have them opt into this. I personally delete it. Up to you. Not suggesting anybody does that. And then right now you can actually hit save and your form is good to go. But you could also hit preview up here and it will pull up what the form looks like. So when people are filling out the form, what does it look like for them? Or you can also hit integrate, and these are just some additional settings. Pretty basic stuff. GoHighLevel does a good job explaining this right in here. I always just do inline. If you're unsure what to do, just leave all these settings default. The only time you would ever change any of these is if you need to, if you are looking for a specific function for something, again, very specific. Now, if you just want to send this form to people, you can put this in a trigger link, and we'll go over trigger links in the trigger link section. But if you need a link for something or a link for this form, you can just copy the form link, and it will do that. You can embed this form somewhere else, which you can also do, but I'll show you guys how to place these into funnels. In the funnel section, without actually using an embed code, you just literally just drag a form over. It's very simple. So this is where you would copy the link or copy the embed code if you're embedding it outside of GoHighLevel. And once these settings are done, you would just hit done. You'd hit save, and your form is good to go. Now, if you want to change the name on this form, GoHighLevel sometimes hides it. It's over here on the right. You'll hit styles and options. Or options, yeah, and then under options, you can change the form name. So we'll just call this opt-in form. Okay. Also, when they submit this, what do they see? Are you redirecting them to something else, which you can put the website in right here, or are you just going to display an on-screen message? Most of the time, you are going to be using forms inside of a funnel, and I actually have the submission of a form redirect to the next funnel step, but we'll touch on that in the funnel section. So what I would do is just have this redirect to a message, and then just put in a little thank you message, or I don't know, submission received, someone on our team out within 24 hours, right? Do something like that. You can also change the styling. All that is done on the right hand side. Sticky contact. So this is basically cache. So if GoHighLevel recognizes that it's the same person filling out another form, like they filled out multiple forms, it will just pre-fill with the value that it knows, and then they'll just the leads or whoever's filling out the form will just have to fill in information that GoHighLevel doesn't already have stored in the system. Okay. Now, once you have this all set up, you would just hit save, and you are good to go.